Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a film burn transition in Adobe Premiere. What a film burn transition is, it's a series of colors that helps transition from one scene to the next. It's a relatively simple and easy transition to learn. However, if not used correctly, it can look a little bit off and a little bit unprofessional. To show you an example of a film burn transition, I'll be showing you a clip from the Yes Cheerleading Pep Rally video from the 2015-2016 school year. As you can see here, we move seamlessly from the clip of the girls to some text through a series of colors that help us to move from one scene to the next. This technique is very simple to learn, and I'll be showing you how to do that on Adobe Premiere. So in order to do the film burn transition, we first must load our footage into Adobe Premiere. Once you've done that, you'll be able to edit and create a cut so that you'll be able to add the film burn transition in between where your scenes change. As you can see here, I have some footage from the cheerleading pep rally routine, and what I'll be doing is, because I have 3 separate clips, as you can see, I'll be adding the film burn transition in between these clips. Without these film burn transitions, when I watch the edit that I've made, it seems rather choppy, but having the film burn transition will allow for more fluid and more smooth type of video. So the film burn transition is rather simple. First, you must download the film burn transitions themselves. You can find these online, or creating them is a bit tricky, but you can easily find these online and download them and just use them. So I have 4 here loaded, and I'll be using film burn number 4. So what I would do is I would get the film burn itself and put the clip right between where the scene changes. As you can see, the film burn, the file itself is 720p, while the footage is 1080p. However, because it's just color, you're able to resize the film burn file itself. So I'm going to make this bigger so it covers the screen. So once I've done that, now I'll be using opacity in order to control the strength of the color that appears on the screen. So how we could do that is you go to Effect Controls and you select the clip itself, and then you would go under opacity, and then what we have to do is we have to have this color start out at 0, go to 100, and go to 0 again. In order for us to do that, at the very beginning of the color burn clip, we would set our opacity keyframe to 0%. In the middle of the film burn transition clip, we would set our keyframe to 100%. And at the very end, once again, we'll set it back to 0%. So the final product looks like this. As you can see, we have a transition from this clip to this clip through the film burn, and the point where the opacity is at its highest is when the clips actually change. So this allows for us to have a very smooth transition with the use of this color burn. You can kind of toy around with where you want the keyframes to occur. However, it usually always looks best when you have the highest percentage of opacity right when the clips meet, and the lowest percentage of the opacity at the beginning and end of the film burn. So let's try this again with the next set of clips right here. So I'm transitioning from when the girls are doing stunts to when the girls are dancing. I'm going to use film burn number 3 right here, and I'm going to load this again on top where the footage itself right here transitions. I have to resize my film burn to meet the size of the clip. And what I'm going to do is, once again, go to Effect Controls. After I select the clip itself, go to Opacity and set my keyframe at the beginning to 0. And at the middle where the two clips meet, I'm going to set it again to 100. And at the very end of the film burn, I'm going to set it back to 0. So once again, this is how the final product looks. So the reason why these color burns provide a very fluid transition is it kind of masks over when two clips collide with color, allowing us to kind of see a more smoother version of what is happening on our screen. However, to use this film burn, it's very simple to use on Premiere. However, you need to be very careful on when to use it. You don't want to use it too frequently in a video or because it seems very repetitive. Most frequent uses of this is either at the beginning of the video or at the end of the video, as you're transitioning in or as you're transitioning out of the video. Or if you would like to use it in the middle of a video, it would most likely be when you're transitioning, majorly transitioning between either two different settings or two different times. These film burns usually highlight the contrast between the two clips, so you have to be very careful and very sparse when using these.